Some of us are still out. So, for example, if you're looking for Madalena or Rachel, they're on PTO. They're actually on holidays because they need a break after this. And as some of you may know, there's this phenomenon called the moss flu, which basically means you go to a big meeting, whatever it is. It could be an all hands, and it could be, for example, the Moss Fest in London. And then you meet with a lot of different people from everywhere. And basically, because you're so excited and you've traveled probably, and you're a bit, well, you're pushing a bit yourself too much, you basically get flu or you get a bit sick and you have to rest. So some of us also take a day or two off after all hands just to relax, get home properly and safely and just recharge our batteries. Anyway, the main item for today for the agenda is that Moslando is finished. And I shared with you in the agenda 5 recordings that are available for all Mozillians with NDA. So if you have an NDA, if you are able to access some of the parts that are kind of fenced off because of privacy concerns, or basically, well, I don't want to say company secrets, but it's more like we're doing things just to make sure, we're sharing things to make sure that you are informed. But on the other hand, some of the stuff is something that will be shared with everybody just a bit later. We have 5 different meetings linked there, and they're all on AirMod, I believe. So if you click every one of those links, you can get there and log in if you're NDA'd. You should be able to access them, and you should be able to, make sure that you can view them if you have NDA. Okay, so now moving onwards, I'm going to just give you kind of a spoiler. And oh, okay, I was going to give you a spoiler, and I think this is not working properly for me. Wait. So we had 14 sessions more or less for the support team. So generally, other than the all company plenary and the product all hands and the emerging technologies all hands, all that stuff, other than many other meetings from different teams, then some sessions with open innovation and some sessions with separate teams that some of the people present in Moslando attended. We planned an agenda of 14 different items to discuss and chat about. So we had those meetings, and we will be sharing them with you before the year ends. Why am I not sharing all of them right now? Because I want to make sure that we actually share quality content with you that's summarized and that doesn't waste your time. So in case, for example, there was a session of 30-minute workshop where we talked a lot about different things and took notes, and there was a lot of post-it action going on, and people were thinking out loud, and somebody was taking notes and so on. I want to make sure that before this is shared with you, it actually boils down to the most important updates, the things that we take away as action items, how things are going to be affected in 2019, and what is going to happen with the content of that session. How is it going to affect your contributions or the way SUMO support operates in 2019. So we've had quite a few subjects. We summarized the year in 2018. So we had a presentation about that with some chats included as well around what happened, how it went, and what worked, what didn't work. We had a principles, quality, and culture chat about contributions. We had Asa Dotzler talking to us about the Firefox roadmap for 2019, so that we are more onboarded with it and connected. And that was quite an interesting session that I had to skip because I was busy somewhere else. We had a session about the information flow in the support community, so all the things around meetings, blog posts, tweets, other stuff related to sharing information and sharing resources. And also, we had the Play Store response progress report by Madalena and Konstantina. That was quite an interesting session that I caught the end of. There was the Slack discussion about 2019 for the access and basically for contributor presence on Slack. More about this as well later on. And then we switched kind of to other topics for 2019. So there was a session about the strategy and the approach and the challenges that we're facing in 2019. That was very interesting to hear what everybody thought and how they see the new directions in which we want to take support as well. Creating community new support channels that will be appearing in 2019. KB article extension when it comes to rich content, forum support, localization. Quite an interesting session for me because I have to talk about things that are changing or will be changing, and yeah, we still don't know about quite a few things out there. More talking about social support and KB stuff. And basically, we wrapped it up. So we had 2 quite intense days of mostly support meetings. We also had 2 days before that to talk about, well, many other different things. So there were workshops, there were meetings with different product teams, meetings with different stakeholders around Mozilla to talk about the bits and pieces that we were curious about for the next year, and so on. Always a lot of information, a lot of new stuff, summarizing a lot of things, and so on. So, as you can imagine, whichever part of Mozilla you're connected to or contributing to, over the next few days or weeks, possibly months, you will be hearing or you will be getting information about how things are going to play out in 2019. And that's going to be a lot of information. Some of it will be fairly new. Some of it will be quite known already. But basically, we are not the only team doing this. So yeah, we definitely want to make sure that whatever information we give you will not have you scratching your head and wondering what was this all about, and that it will actually help you figure out what is going on. It's the same for us as well. We definitely want to make sure that the new year for us is going to be crystal clear, or as clear as possible. And meetings in Mozlando definitely help in that, with that. So for all the agenda items I mentioned, we will be sharing materials created during the sessions or used for the sessions at Mozlando. Also summaries with action items. And I think this is the important part, because sometimes you don't contribute to an area or you just don't care much about that particular area, and it's okay, it can be there. But if you get a summary, like with 2-3 sentences of what's going on and some next steps that we're going to be focusing on as a team and as a community, then it should be much easier to see the big picture. So there will be a TLDR, like too long didn't read, for all of them. And some of them may go more in depth. We may be sharing some additional slides. We may be sharing some additional spreadsheets or documents or forms. I'm pretty sure there will be at least one survey sent out by me at some point in the near future. So yeah, don't worry about this right now. This is just a spoiler. And you can consider this meeting a trailer for all the work that's going to happen in the next month or so. And yeah, there will be, of course, some requests to take action as well. So depending on what exactly we're going to be doing with some of that information, or what information we will need or help from you for the near future to make sure that we know what we're doing exactly, you will definitely be informed about this, and we will be posting about it in the support forums and in the contributor forums, sorry, and on Discourse for sure. And in other places, we'll see about that. So yeah, this is kind of the big spoiler for the Mozlando wrap up from our side. And now I don't know if Shivani's microphone is working, but yeah, I just wanted to say hello to Shivani. She's with us. She's our outreach intern. Can I hear you? That is the question. I cannot hear you personally, but I think you're muted. So if you're using video, there are icons at the very bottom. One of them is a speaker volume, and the other one is a microphone volume. If any of them is crossed out or in red, that may mean it's not working. As in not working as it is turned off. I could hear you before, Shivani, so maybe try just troubleshooting. And don't worry if it doesn't work. It's just technology. We can always figure it out. But yeah, so while Shivani is trying to figure out how to connect to us, I'm just going to tell you what this is all about. And then hopefully you're going to get your microphone ready. Keep talking or keep testing, because maybe this is going to work out. But generally, Shivani is our new outreachy support community developer. she's with us on an internship, and we will be working together on updating the general onboarding for the community and getting a new started page for the social support program, which I know is fairly needed. So yeah, basically, this is all about exploring new areas or optimizing new things for onboarding. So if you're a new contributor, we want to make sure that it's easy for you to get things sorted and start in an easy way. And well, we'll see what else is going to be happening around there. So Shivani, can you try again? Because I don't think the microphone is working, but maybe it's just me. I wouldn't be surprised if my audio is not working for some reason. But okay, let me just go into the... Don't worry about this. We're just going to try something here. I'm getting there. Just a second. Oh, of course, I don't have the right number. So now we're just troubleshooting technical issues. Let's say it this way. And I just want to make sure I have the right information here. And there's a certain link I haven't used in a while, so I'm not even sure if this is going to work. But yeah, I just want to make sure that I can connect to the panel for the meeting controls on video, because that's hopefully going to... Okay, I don't think I have the URL sorted. And I still cannot hear you, Shivani. I'm sorry for that. Let me just try another thing here. Oh, I can hear you now. Yay! There you go. Perfect. Okay, so welcome to the meeting. You made it. Perfect.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a few? Yeah. Oh, sorry. Can you tell us a few words about yourself? Like, how did you find Mozilla's project, and how did you join? What is your experience? Just introduce yourself if you can.
Hi, Michael. I'm from India. Hello.
Can hear you. Go on.
Yeah, so I'm from India, and I found about outreach program through my friend. Hello.
Yeah, go on, go on. I can perfectly hear
Yeah,
you.
can you hear me?
Yeah, it's working. Yeah, I can hear you. So yeah, now you're muted, but I think it's a matter of figuring out the settings. It's, as many video users know, video is kind of a quirky thing sometimes to figure out, especially if you've never used it before, or if your computer has 2 or 3 levels of audio settings. But I could hear you just fine, Shivani, like 2 minutes ago, and then something just happened, and now you're muted again. So I don't know what's going on with this. I'm trying to connect to the moderator panel for Air Mozilla for this. Sorry, not Air Mozilla. Sorry, for video for this room, but it's not working for me. So I don't know what happened there. Might be broken only for me because, well, I haven't used this link in a while. But let's not worry too much. I would just say we're going to troubleshoot these technical issues later on, and we will definitely be having a call with Shivani another time soon. And yeah, maybe next meeting, next week's community meeting definitely is an option. And we will be talking anyway with Rachel and with Shivani about different things. So we'll definitely figure out video, so there's nothing to worry about, and we'll make sure that, yeah, you will have a proper introduction soon. But thank you very much for staying up and making sure that you connect with us. And we could hear you for a while. Don't worry, we will figure it out. I'm going to send you over an email, and we're going to see how we can address this. Okay, so cool. Dear Mozillians watching this, thank you so much for connecting. This was a kind of a different meeting. We had a different agenda than usual. But like I said, most of the team is either offline or recovering or already working, but basically we didn't have a proper agenda for today. I know that there was a 64 release. I know that people are pinging me like, hey man, there was a 64 release. I know. Of course, I know. But that is something that's more for Roland and Rachel to talk about. So I'm just going to send you to the usual places. You know where to go. And if you've been contributing for a while to know what's going on, we have a thread in the contributor forums about this. There's information floating around Mozilla about the 64 release as well. There are some other updates regarding other products, but this is not my subject for today. My subject for today was basically to introduce Shwani, hey, and then to talk about Moslando and make sure that you are aware of what we will be talking about in the next few weeks. With that, I'm going to thank Alex for being our host from Air Mozilla. Thank you so much. And I'm going to invite you all to follow what's going on the contributor forums and on this course. We will be talking about things there. So if you are present there, please participate or at least just read it. There will be some minor cosmetic updates to different things coming up soon just to make sure that we finish the year in a good shape. And next week's meeting, 2018, the 12th month, sorry, so that's going to be the 19th of December 2018. That's going to be the last community meeting for this calendar year, for the Georgian calendar that we're using. So is that Georgian or Julius? I don't even remember. One of the Roman emperors. Well, anyway, for the modern calendar we're using, if you're using the Chinese calendar, no. If you're using the Hebrew calendar, no. It's a different calendar. For our calendar, like the official one we're using, it's going to be the last calendar meeting because 26th will be definitely a day off for a lot of people around the world, so we will not be meeting. So bring your questions or everything else, comments, your presence to the meeting next week. And for now, I wish you all a great time of day wherever you are, and I will see you soon. I will talk to you online. I will definitely be around. You know where to find me. I know where to find you. Let's stay in touch. Thank you one more time, and have a great week. Take care. Bye bye.